morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Hey, Joe, Nikki, a lot of people in here. Jake, Tommy J, Chris, Nomad. Let's see. Nikki, everybody's talking. John Gray, how you doing? Bobby's here. Hi, Bobby. How you doing? I did a. In fact, after I get done with this, I'll tell you about what I did yesterday. Um, let's see. What else did I get? I think that's it. I think I said hi to everybody. I said hi to Nikki. I said hi. I think I said hi to everybody. Anyway, what it was, I'm going to put it up. I'll probably put it up today. I rode up to finally up to what they're calling Elephant World now, and I believe it was Elephant Village, but it's Elephant World. And I got up there, nice pictures. I did a lot of video on the way up there just to maybe um, kind of see something that you looks familiar to you, Bobby. Maybe get Jai a little excited that hey, let's go. But anyway, I know you got a lot of things going on, and that's a bummer. But anyway, so I might put out today. I did the video, and thanks everybody for watching the generator air conditioning test. I really appreciate it. I didn't think I was going to get anybody to. Well, I wasn't anticipating, and you guys are super. You'll stick behind me, which I thought was cool. So, hey T, I didn't see you. Thai Truth, I am new to the channel. I have heard great things. Cool. Yeah, we have fun. Uh, it's kind of a little community. Everybody that you see here is all good people. So we have a bunch of fun. Um, so I did that. So I might split it up because it's probably 10, 15 minutes of just the ride up there. And I want to go back because I got there too late. I want to actually film the show. I think they'll let me film the show. I didn't probably should have asked that after I drove an hour. You guys can't tell, but I'm burnt pretty good on both my arms, and I didn't put any sunscreen on, being the intelligent man that I am. But anyway, so I'll probably will post it in two parts, Bobby. So I'll post it today, and maybe you could tell me, hey, at this time point, that's real close to my house, so I'll know approximately. I was going to go back today after I got done with the live stream and do the actual elephant show. They have them at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, but I'll be late again. So I'm going to go tomorrow, leave here about 8, get there at 9. It starts at 10, get kind of set up. But I met all the people at the gate, and they're all a bunch of cool people. They talked to my wife on the phone, and it was fun. It was a nice ride, too. It was kind of an overcast day, but it was a nice ride. I needed to get out of here. Oh, you did make the key lime pie. I see Nikki did today, Dave. Cool. I will be watching. I will watch it. So anyway, so I'll do that. But hopefully that'll, maybe you'll see something familiar, Bobby. Maybe you won't. Probably the only part I didn't film on the way up. But I think it was. I didn't. Not a bunch of talking. It'll be a little bit of talking, a little bit of you know, of me talking from here, and the rest of it's all going to be music, and probably some fast and slow, and we'll see. Let's see, Dave Generator. Thank you. I appreciate it. It turned out well. Like I said, it did it no problem. And then on Econo, it started stopped. Like I said, the only way it's probably not going to is if something happens for some unknown reason, that somebody pushes a button on the air conditioner and shuts it off and then tries to turn it right back on. It probably won't start. But if it gives it time, usually takes 5 minutes maybe, and I just can't see the thing cycling that quick. So hopefully, and then today I'm going to do, since I'm going to stay here, I'm going to do one on that Appy Cool 30 liter cooler, and the cheapest Chinese solar battery pack. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, I can't even get a name off the thing. But it was only like maybe half the price, and I ran a thing. It ran over 24 hours off of it. So I've still got the solar panels, 100 watt solar panel, which was as much as the solar battery deal, and it hasn't gotten here yet. Coming from coming from China, so I'll see how long it takes to charge. Because what I'm curious about. We probably aren't going to stay more than 2 days. Maybe when the kids come, maybe we'll stay longer. But all I want to do is get it through the night on the battery, and then be able to charge up with it still running the refrigerator, charge with sun, of course, charge the battery back up for next night so that it runs it continuously, which I think it will, no problem. Scott, how you doing? You must be new. Glad you could come. Um, Hello to all the new subscribers and people that are new to watching the channel. We have a bunch of fun here most of the time, unless I get off on a tangent about death or something. Then then everybody will go away. Uh, but yeah, so I'll do that. Then I'll do one on the tent. Then I'll do one on. And when I do the tent, I'm gonna show you how the air conditioner goes in there and running the generator and all that kind of stuff. And during the nighttime when I'm running it, uh, it should go in and out of econo, and hopefully, like I said, I'm not going to be able to do it right next to somebody. Yeah, the generator is quiet. When you watch the video, it makes it sound 10 times louder than it is. If you're familiar with the Honda 1000s, the EQs, or I don't know what they have in Australia or in the UK, but one of those quiet. It's about the same. I had a thousand. I have 1,000 and a 2,000 back in the states. Great generation. This one was actually more money here than it is in the U.S. It's called a Sportsman in the U.S. Same exact um, generator, and you can find them for 150, I think, under 200, and this one was about 220 or something. It's like 7,500 baht. I probably should have put the cost of that stuff in there. Like I said, I'm not the greatest vlogger in the world. Black Sheep, how's it going? I see you got a question. Let's see what Black Sheep's saying. What other part of the house be will be going camping as well? Kitchen sink. Yeah, the actually I'll show you. I did get a nice 2,500 baht only for the camping when I go with the family. It's a big table that's got a place to set your burners, a place to prepare food, and it's a nice little setup. It's like 2,500 baht. So was that 30, 60, 75, 80 bucks? And a lot of other stuff. A lot of the stuff I won't be able to take with me. This cooler, I don't think I'm going to get on the bike. I might get a 15 liter. It's real low profile and keeps everything cold. That might fit on the bike. I got to put everything on the bike, and then see how much room I have left. Hey, Simply, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Um, Looks like Scott knows ET. And anyway, so I'll see how much room I have for it, because I got the two side bags, the top box, and then across the back seat I'm going to put a 90-liter um, dry bag, and inside there will be most all the stuff, the tent, the tarps, all that kind of stuff. And then I was thinking on top of that, it would be nice to be able to put that maybe get a smaller battery pack, a 300 watt instead of a 600, and to run the smaller one. Of course, it's all money, right? Um, and take that with me with a smaller little solar deal, because I'm not going to go more than 2 days max, unless they have bathrooms and showers and restaurants and all the stuff that I would want. But anyway, you'll see. I'll kind of be doing videos about it. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a good time. Hey, what's up, Richard? How you doing? Richard Travels. Glad you could come by. Hi, Richard's mom, if you're watching. Um, and Nikki's. It's only 2 o'clock in the morning, Nick. You don't stay up 24/7. Thank you as always, Nick. If you guys aren't subscribed to Nikki's channel, please subscribe. Uh, but yeah, so the next video will be on the solar battery. I don't know, whatever it is. It just doesn't have all the bells and whistles and tell you. It just shows you the batteries with the little lines. It doesn't show you how many watts you're using and all that stuff like a Jackery would, or a higher dollar one. But it's less than half the price. I think it was 4,200 baht, and the cheapest 600 is like 12,000. Something. It's at least double. So I figured I'll try it, and it'll work fine for me as far as with the family. And like I said, with the 100-watt panel and all that, it should run that refrigerator 24/7 with adequate sunlight. Um, and then after that one, I'll do the one on the tent. Show you how that air conditioner goes in the tent, and we'll get some temperature. I ordered a indoor-outdoor temperature, thermometer, so that we could see what it is outside and inside. It's usually been about low 90s here in Surin. Humidity is what the killer is. I've got to hitch up a condensate drain for it and some other stuff. But I'll show that, and then we're going to Pattaya for a family 3-day deal the middle of this month. In fact, not many. What's today's date? 7. God, we go on the 13th. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm a mathematician. 6, 7 days from now, we'll be there. When we come back, then I'll probably set up across the street and hope that it doesn't rain or too much wind, because I bought a 4 meter by 4 meter tarp to put over the tent and everything, and big long stakes. I mean real stakes, not those little ones that bend. And the poles, it comes with poles, and I'll put it all down. As long as but the wind blows here pretty good, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see, what did I miss? Thai truth here. True and thanks, but no drama. So I'll just keep retired for now. Yeah, good for you, Richard. When it's time to come back, I'm sure Richard will let us know. It's a bummer, but hey, some things are. I mean, there are things that are more important than YouTube. Oh my God, I'm like totally shocked. But it can be a bitch. Like I said, I talked to Mitch and everybody about it, and the main thing is I look at it like, okay, I got a couple of real idiots, 3 of them, I think, out of all the people that I met, and I've never met them, but out of all the people on this channel and the people that I met on this channel, I would know none of you, and that's the thing that I look at, and that's what I weigh. If I wouldn't have been talked in basically by Joe, that he should try it and see what you think, I wouldn't have met anybody. I'd still be sitting here in Surin, happy probably, but I have to weigh the stuff. And for me, I don't have a job. I'm retired. I don't have to worry about what people say about me or try to say that isn't true. I don't have to worry about. They can do whatever the hell they want. I could give a rat's ass. But some people it does. It matters. Let's see. What's Scott saying? Hi, Dave. I have been on a time or two. I recognize most of the moderators. Good folks. Yeah, good people, man. It's a good channel, I think. I like to think it is. The people are respectful. We don't get too much drama. I think the closest thing we get to drama is when I get off on a subject that's, not I shouldn't have gotten on, and usually people will start hammering me, going, "Okay, move on to something else." So we try to keep it light, try to keep it fun. We have a good time, and they usually run 2 to 3 hours, man. And I have no idea, because we've been kind of weighing back and forth. Should I have some kind of a subject matter to start it with? And my brain doesn't. I can't come up with anything. And every time I do, I'm going, well, 8 guys did that last week. So it's kind of hard. So I'm going to try to keep thinking of maybe at least one subject when going in on it, or I'll just wing it like we go here. And maybe I'll change mine to Richard Travels and take over his legacy. But interviewing and stuff like that, it's not really my. Richard's good at it. He did a great job. The man, I really like the man. But still looking forward to him coming here and meeting him. So I'm looking forward to that day, Richard. And I'm not. That's not my forte. Bobby's good at it. He has a fun time on his Friday nights. In case you guys didn't know by now, that time to get going is Bobby, and he does a live stream on Friday nights at 7 o'clock our time. Was it 5 o'clock West Coast U.S. and 8 o'clock East Coast U.S.? I don't know if Bobby's doing one this week. I know he's got a bunch of stuff happening in his life. And that was a good video you did on Pops and sending him off. That was awesome. I'm sure he deserved better, and he got amazing. So better than amazing would have worked too. But any kind of send off. My buddy dad had almost the exact same ceremony up in Reading that I went to, and he goes, "You came all the way up here for my dad's. You didn't have to do that." And of course I did. You're my best buddy. Uh, this week is, what was it? Oh, Sassy May and Bruce. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Post whatever you want, link and everything to it. I'm sure everybody here is going to be there. It's a great, fun deal. So, let's see. Bruce is already saying we're on Friday. Cool. I'll definitely be there. I'm trying, although I didn't. Last night I went to bed at, I want to say 9:30. So I'm trying to stay up a little bit later, but I still wake up at 5 o'clock. It's crazy, but let me change. Robert Mack. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Oh, they are already landed. I know she did a video and I commented on it. So that's right there. And doing well. Cool. Good to know. Let's see. Have a couple of coincidences since I've been away. Laundry roof. Newport. The doctor Friday. What's today? Um, Today Thursday. Tomorrow, the doctor at six p.m. The carport and stuff. I got to get on him again. Supposedly Saturday. He had to do some stuff for his mother. I don't know. It's always something or another. But yeah, appointment tomorrow. Thanks. Black Sheep, thank God you're here again. Let's see. Joe's. Oh, thanks, Joe. Two questions. What is the topic of the day? Am I one of the three? And spend it out. Thanks, Joe. You bet. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've had it back and forth. Brock's here, so let's let Brock out of jail. Hey, brother, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Dave, one question to all. Does anyone know how Bitcoin machine works and the speed and free? I know absolutely nothing about Bitcoin. Zero, zero. So if Tom was here, he might know, but he's mostly in metals. I don't
Yeah.
think I anything that says coin after it, I want absolutely nothing to do with. So if I don't make $1 billion overnight, I guess I don't make $1 billion. I'd rather gamble in something else. Look at I almost reported somebody by tapping my phone with my finger. Hey
ET,
Gary, I don't know if there's a
I
go ahead.
think ET means a quad core multiplayer as opposed to a quartz, although it could be quartz. But I wouldn't be plugging my Bitcoin into any machine, ET.
Hey, hey Gary, what's up? He's saying good morning to you, Brock. So is Richard. Says Brock, you're a
I'm doing
legend.
well.
Thank you.
I'm doing well, Richard. You're the legend, not me.
He's a good one, isn't he? Really, really a bummer about that. I really enjoyed it. I even stayed up. I mean, Richard was probably, and Bobby. I really fought to stay up to be able to watch both Richard Travel and Bobby's. And
Oh,
one of these days, I will be able to.
I see. ET's talking about a computer for Bitcoin mining.
Yes, yes,
ET,
I think so.
it's probably not even worth the effort of doing it. It costs a lot of money to set up a good Bitcoin mining operation. Costs a fortune in electricity and a lot of computers.
Yeah, that's
Um,
unbelievable,
I
Bobby.
wouldn't do it.
I'm sorry to hear that. I know I knew that, and Absolute bummer. 39 years old. Unbelievable. Um,
Yeah,
and
that's
people,
truly bad luck, Bobby.
yeah, no shit. Ah. And you said, I think you said she's by herself too, wherever she's at, right? No family around her, or what about his family? Uh, my 64-year-old cousin died. Oh man, you need to get to Thailand to get some of the leisure life good luck happening here. Bummer, bummer, man. You know, it just seems like I said before. Don't know what's out there. Was brought up Catholic. Is it God? Is it whoever? Buddha? Whoever it is. I believe there's something there. But whoever it is just likes to just bring you to the frickin' edge of with life stuff. And sometimes it's amazing how tough it can be made. I mean, I thought the whole world was after me when my wife passed. So it's a tough deal. I hope you're the best, Bobby, of course, as always. Uh, hey, off the hook. Glad you could make it. Um, man, just when it rains, it pours, right? Unbelievable. And that's what scares me too. Is this? Let me look at that again. Where was that? And look at that age. My 64-year-old cousin died. You know, I'm 65, so my year to the better. It's like that's why I say, man. Even when people are going back to work for a bunch of money, and oh my God, and I know Mark did it, and God bless him, it's his decision. But I don't know, man. You just don't know when it's time. And I'm not going to take any chances. Not for any money. Not to have my house paid off and a million baht in the bank or a million US dollars in the bank. I don't need it to live. It's a different story if you need it to live. Then I'll go. But for me, live life to the max right now. Not tomorrow. Not the next day. Right now. Time to get going. I'm very sorry for your daughter. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Man, some people can get it full born. I'm sure it's eventually. Like I said, we're coming to the age. I don't want to get on a death rant again, but we're getting at the age where, it's a lot of our aunts, our uncles, our mothers, our fathers, our cousins. They're the same age as us. A lot of people don't make it past 60. My wife didn't. Her mom and dad didn't. Her brother didn't. So she just had a bad string of luck in her family. So it's tough, and I think it's eventually going to hit everybody, and it's sad. Eventually, people got to go, and it sucks. But living life in Thailand is where I would be. Time to get to Thailand, and I'll put that video out today. I've got the card is still in the nine. I'll pull it out and do that before I film the other video on the refrigerator. Refrigerator's cool. It was like 5,000 baht, and so what is that? 30, 60, 90, 120, $175, something like that. But like my wife's all excited. I thought she didn't like me spending on money on anything unless I'm buying her gold. Then I could spend, excuse me, all I want. But she was happy because you want to know why? So we have something to run that, and we can run it in the car, and it'll do freezing down to minus or 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. Okay, that's awesome. I'm going, why? Because when she gets to Pattaya, she wants to buy a whole bunch of seafood and bring it back home. And it's nice to be able to have a freezer. Last time she bought, what'd she buy? Scallops and something else, but she had to get dry ice, and it's a little iffy on some of that stuff. And this thing will freeze stuff solid, you know, at 4 degrees. I don't even know what that is Celsius, minus 20. I don't know.
That's getting pretty damn icy.
Cold.
You
Yeah,
get
but I don't know a good ice chest. If you go out and buy a Yeti or something like that, I bet you a Yeti even here in a 30 liter, I bet you is over $100, $120.
yeah.
And as far as this one, and it has a regular compressor. It isn't one of those little car boxes that you put in that are just like fake fake refrigeration. It has an
Yeah.
actual compressor in it. So and it works fine. I've just run it twice off of that battery box to get a good reading to make sure, and it going well over 24 hours. So it should be no problem doing the 13 hours overnight. Should be no problem. One gold, one Bitcoin, one silver. But hey, Paul, how you doing? Um, but yeah, so she was all happy about that. So I'm sure that thing will be stuffed full of seafood on the way home. I'm thinking about getting one of those chest freezers too. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Probably in the Thai kitchen somewhere. But it still the way that her mom and dad does stuff. They buy. I don't know. I think it's a normal thing in Thailand to go. I know it was in like Costa Rica too. The people would go and get like one tomato, one cucumber, one avocado, and enough to make one meal. Now it isn't so bad with my wife, but in the past I know she's done it. But now she has a little bit more money. But they have a hard like if we had a freezer and they freeze it anyway. They package it up into individual whatever, whether it's chicken, pork, whatever it is. They pack it up and freeze it in bags. Um, so why not, buy a bunch of it? But they don't do that. I don't think. I think it's a normal. I think it's a Thai thing that we only need to go and get one. That's like where you can go into a pharmacy and buy one pill. Where in the United States you're gonna buy one pill. Just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
It's
they
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 don't have
don't.
the storage, Dave. Generally, they until recently, people didn't have fridges. They had nowhere to bulk store stuff.
All right, so they just bought it one day at a
That bought
time,
it fresh every day.
which isn't a bad thing. I mean, especially if you've got
Yeah.
the time. But like in my case, hey, if they're running, if pork is usually 200 baht a kilo, and they have it on special for 125 a kilo, why not buy 10 kilo, or whatever? Because they use it a lot. They use it when my wife makes rice soup and tom all this stuff. They use it. So I think I'm going to try to get that. But that makes sense. The storage. Um,
Just man flu, Paul. That's all you got. Man flu.
Paul has man flu. Bad pain. Let's see. Hey Loretta, how you doing? I had a chest cold. How you feeling? You feeling any better? You must have had a bunch of people in their prayers, so hopefully you got some of that on your end. Um, Joe says I have a
We
Ice
speaking the
105 hardcore. Yeah, I mean they could cost a lot, man, more than this. And like I said, man, this appy cool. I've looked all over the internet and nothing but good things. People going, here's my 4 year, review, and nobody had anything bad. It's not a Danfoss, which is a German compressor. It's probably a Chinese compressor more than likely.
Chinese
But
knockoff.
yeah, I'm going to say out of there's probably 5 billion deals on there. I saw one that said that it, after 2 years it busted, but otherwise it was still great for the 2 years. So I didn't hear anything bad. Same thing on the generators. Generators on that Sportsman, all from the U.S. I didn't see any on that, which I'm going to call Rambo. I've been informed by two people that that's what they were going for.
Your
But
Ram.
yeah, Rambo. But the the Sportsman again, 4 year deals, and they were buying them on sale for 150 bucks from like Lowe's or someone would have a special or something, and nothing but good things to say about them. So I'm happy with it. It ran my. I've never seen. This is the first one. That's why I jumped on and bought it. This 5,000 BTU is more expensive than the 9,000 and 12,000. Probably because they don't make very many of them and people don't buy them. But this upflow and the other thing that I got lucky on, the way that it fits in this tent deal with this bag that comes out of the side and it sits on the ground. There's some of them have vents on the side for venting the the condenser or whatever. This one doesn't. Everything's on the back, So it worked out perfect. And I did run it inside the tent, and I'm going to say it was like, I'm going to verify it all. I'm going to say it was like 90 degrees out, and it was 70 degrees inside the 20 degree TD. Yeah, but the tent wasn't in the sun. That was underneath my carport. But I'm going to have a tarp up anyway, so hopefully, if I can get that, boy, I'd be in heaven. Because that means at nighttime, I could probably get it down to 60 easy, easy. If I uh, if I missed on anything, let me know. If I missed some, oh, here's a question from Ron. Curious that you can carry that on a scooter. Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to, Ron. Like I said, hopefully, maybe I might get a. If I can fish a 15 liter ice chest on there, I will. I might buy a 300 watt solar battery, whatever they are, deal for the motorcycle, and then a lot of this stuff's small. My camp chair is this long and this big around. The tables are this long and this big around. So most all that stuff will fit in the 90-liter dry bag. So when I do get it all together, I definitely will do a short video on what and how much did I fit in that 5 pound bag. David Brock, what my favorite Thai dish? Probably
Oh,
lab moo. Lab moo probably for me. It's probably easy. I like the soups too, and rice soup. It's all good.
I really don't know what my favourite dish is. Whatever my wife cooks for me.
That day.
Yeah.
So Loretta's saying lots of pain. Left hospital early. Docs all went for the fourth bag. Didn't pay to stay. Test now is out. So thanks everyone. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you're in everybody's prayers. Uh, I do have an idea for a trailer. It isn't out of the question. I've got two or three of them. The one that I'm looking at is that will probably carry everything, air conditioner, everything that I wouldn't be able to take on the bike. Is about 12,000. I could probably have it built. I'm gonna have to have it modified anyway for the Forza. But I had a tent trailer on the back of my Harley, one of my baggers years ago. But probably going to cost me 12, 15,000 baht. But I probably will end up doing that. Depends. I'm going to go on a couple of them, and make sure that that I'm going to do it or want to do it. I'm going to try the hi Dave, long time subscriber, first time commenter, enjoying that. Thank you. Thanks for watching and subscribing. And you can pretty much ask within reason anything you want. And I'm glad that you came into a chat. I know I did that for a long time. I did. I would watch channels and on like No Time to Be Sad, and I would never comment on anything. But I've been watching them for 2 years. But I'm glad. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's see. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Brock can help me. Manachai?
Manichai.
Manachai. Um, I tried a good idea. Yeah, had one for a gold one for a long time. The tent trailer that I had, it was all fiberglass, and the top actually lifted up, and then the canvas was on the sides, and then the inside folded out to the size of a king size bed, or you could take out the center and a table popped out there. It was pretty cool. And I used it 2 or 3 times. It's still somewhere down in the valley. I left it at a house across the street from one of the houses I owned. But yeah, I think it would be interesting to do that. Like I said, I just have to make sure wherever I go camping, it's not all. If it isn't high grass or anything, and if I can find a mowed down or some kind of area somewhere that doesn't have a bunch of people in it, preferably next to water where I could go swimming if I wanted to or fish. That would be awesome. I would go and spend, depending on how far the bathrooms were away, maybe 2 days or something. But then I could run the generator and not worry about, aggravating the people next to me listening to the thing run all night or whatever. And I might not even have to run it. Like I said, here in Surin, during certain parts of the year, which is November, December, January, and February, the nighttime is comfortable enough with this. That little 10-inch fan I showed you, probably blowing across me, would probably work. So we'll see. Hey, Unseen, how you doing? Are you planning tent trailer time? No, it isn't so much that it's a tent trailer. It's a tent, but the trailer that I was looking at would be able to carry the air conditioner. This tent is actually made for an air conditioner. It's got a bag on the side and it's upright, so it actually sits outside the tent, and this bag encompasses it, except for the condenser, and blows the hot air outside. And it's got a little tubing that you have to put on for the to get rid of the water from the condensate, and it's kind of cool. And then I bought the generator that I did the thing on, and that worked. So as long as I don't have somebody right next to me, I'll be comfortable. And that way, as long as I know in my brain that there's a place where I can get out of the heat, uh, I function better. If I'm stuck out in the middle of nowhere and it's 100 degrees and humidity's 90% and I can't breathe, I'm screwed. So I don't want to die. Let's see, Ron. Question: Do you? No, out of I came close a few times, and all my friends and everything would go every year, and it just seemed like every time that I was going to go, something came up. Either had a kid, or work, or it was always during that time. When being in the air conditioning business, trying to go any place during the summer months was almost impossible. I just worked, you know, 12, 14 hours a day during the summer, and needed to work that long. Had a bunch of people working for me, so it was. So I never did. No, I never did. No problem, Loretta. Everybody knows you're saying along. Did I miss any? If I missed anything, guys, put it back up. I think that was the last one. And it's a good idea like this. I can see that question. So if you put question in there, I catch it usually most of the time. She said I did Sturgis in 2006, but used my friend's Harley. Yeah, I had a lot of friends. Most of the people rode there, but a couple of them would trailer to outside there and set up their camp further away, and then ride their bikes in, do their daily thing, and come back out of Sturgis to spend the night in motorhomes and stuff like that. Ron saying 4 times. Wow. Yeah, I had one friend that went every year. I don't know if he still does. Every year he went. Yeah, there you go. I could probably get one cheap, right? And go on that. It just is. It's something I'm finding interest in, and like I said, I bought a cot, and it's not here yet. It's supposed to be here, I think today or tomorrow. I know how high it is, but until I set it up, I want to know. My biggest problem is getting down on my knees and then trying to get back up with my knees. The pain is immense. So if I could sit on the edge of that cot, that would be awesome. That way I could do whatever I wanted to do inside, even if I wanted to cook or whatever. I could sit on the edge of that. I have a chair. I've got 3 tables, which I probably won't take all of them on the bike one. But I bought them just for when we go with the kids, and it should be interesting. Uh, did I miss it? No, I didn't miss anything. I think I caught up. I maxed out. What was this at? 17. What was that on? I must have missed something, Bobby. And I'm glad that you guys talk to each other. It's awesome.
I think they're talking investment
Uh,
or losses.
some little bit of metals. I'm not. I'm not into the stock market. I just can't do it. Don't know enough about it.
I can't afford to invest.
I wouldn't want to take the chance. I have enough money to live out my life. Why would I? Why would I do it? Hey, Andy, how you doing?
Yeah,
Uh,
be like everybody else, Dave. Invest in Bitcoin. You know
yeah, I
that
know.
that money that you can't actually hold in your hand. You never get to see it. and
Yeah, I
loses
couldn't do that.
value for some
I couldn't
reason.
do it. I couldn't do that. No way. I missed
You like
Andy's
you like
news.
that, Jake? I caught a rat in my mousetrap.
Yeah, I like that too. I saw that too.
My
First
house
time
is
89
infested with rats.
twice in Florida. Wow, cool. That's awesome, Ron. What did Bobby say? I missed Andy's. You missed Andy's news. Where's Andy's news? Andy's, hi Joe. How long you been here, Andy? I didn't see you come in. Visa done for Vietnam. Just waiting to confirm now. Cool. Yeah, definitely. I got it. God, I gotta get it. I'm doing it today. I'm going to the bank and I'm getting my 4,000 and I'm sending it out today. I gotta do it. Even though I'm going to Patea. If they don't take it and they want to throw me in jail, throw me in jail. I just can't worry about it anymore. Who's Ivanhoe?
Don't worry about that one, Dave.
Yeah, no. No, but I'm not, in case you're wondering. I don't think he would. Um, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Gator. Who's Joe saying? Gator, Jake, after I flip a house, I use 25% of the sales into it. I've stepped away from the stock market. Yeah, I don't know, man. If I'm gonna gamble, I'll play, play poker, and I'm not into, anything like that. Let's see. Dowless says, "Don't call Pancake a rat." Poor
Yeah,
Pancake.
I would never call Pancake a rat. And she's not here
Uh,
at the moment, Gary. She's staying with her mum now. My daughter
yeah,
came and collected her.
that's a bummer. Of course, she's probably happy. The daughter's probably happy. I know my daughters would be ecstatic if they could take Toby and the cat to Bangkok. They would be the happiest kids alive. Um, Brock, there's a digital what? It's not being used cross border. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that stuff.
I'm
On
horrible with all that. I'm horrible with all that. It. I don't know.
I just can't.
My wife thought I had $10 billion at one time because when I first found out about Bitcoin, and not first found out about it, but kind of heard, that this, one of these coins was worth $25,000 or something U.S. I said, you know what? I don't remember what year it was, but I bought $20 worth, and I think it was like 10 or 15 years ago. And my wife said, if it was in the beginning, then you've got like $1 million worth of, blah, blah, blah. Well, believe it or not, I found, because it was such a large sum of money, I got on the computer and actually found the place that I had bought it from. And I bought it to pay for something that I was buying on the internet or whatever it was. They wanted this Bitcoin way back when I didn't know what Bitcoin was. Well, it turned out that it was worth $55. It was only, it wasn't way back when where I would have had 20 coins or, whatever it was. But I found it. I couldn't believe it. And I couldn't tell you what it was now for the money. I didn't even worry about it. Just leave it in there and see what happens. But, yeah, I guess if you bought it at the right time, you could have really been, um, really been good. Oh, the trolls are out, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And, say anything you want about me. Bring my wife up when we got problems. There's my response. So now you got your response. Now go away, troll. Let's see. I'll post time. I know that. Hey, Jake, Gary, what's happening? How's the Tesla thing coming along? Good. Okay. Did I miss anything? If you look at the U.S. to the Bitcoin, yeah, it's still up. Yeah, I don't know. They were nothing when it first came out, right? You could
Yeah.
buy them for nothing, $1 a piece or $1 US each or whatever. And
And
if
there's
you
more
did that,
people.
if you were smart enough to do that, hey, God bless you. You know, normally takes a week or so. The transfer was it? Hey, Aaron, what's up? How you doing? Glad you could make it. If you were already here before and I missed you, hello again. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you were lucky enough to do that or smart enough, one of the two. Like I said, if I would have been 5 or 6 years earlier, and somebody wanted something and they wanted Bitcoin, and I did it, and luckily enough, still had 20 or 40 Bitcoins in wherever it was that I had, it could have been an enormous amount of money. I'm just not that lucky. My wife already had it spent. Can I have this? Honey, you can have whatever you want.
Yeah, when I transfer money from using the bank, it usually takes 1, maybe 2 days.
Yeah, 36.2 this morning for the U.S. 36.2. I transferred some money. I might transfer some more if it stays up there. But it's definitely on the climb. I think it was 30. I checked this morning. I think it was 36.2 something. If somebody wants to look it up, by all means.
Australian dollar's probably 24 baht to the dollar.
For what, Aussie? Is that
Yeah,
good or bad?
it's bad.
Is it?
A few years ago, I got when Australian dollar was a bit very strong against the greenback. I think we
Yeah.
were a dollar one for an American dollar. We were
Oh,
getting
really?
35 baht to the dollar.
Wow. Wow. Doing
That's when we
okay.
bought
That's right.
the land and built the house.
Yeah, when there was a bunch of people in Costa Rica, you could actually buy the land in your name, and you could have a house built and all yours and everything. And I guess the Canadian dollar was really strong, maybe 5 years, so maybe in 2010 or something. And a lot of the Canadians put a whole bunch of money in there and bought land and were going to build and all this. And I guess their Canadian dollar just dropped, and most of the stuff they just gave back. That's how bad I guess it dropped. But there it is. Aaron saying, yeah, 36.28, right? Almost three. That's cool. Yeah, so I might do that. I might transfer some more here. What is Joe saying? My wife got me 5,000 of Bitcoin and 100 each. The next year, I sold most of them to help with the house I was working into. Them. Yeah, no kidding, right, Joe? Hey, you think about the stuff that you've done. Me too, with selling cars that I should have never sold, and sold them for nothing, and could have just held on to them. And if I had the property that I had that I just sold, with the metal building that I could put, 10, 20 cars in, and have them undercover, I probably would have kept more. But when I was in the valley, you just don't have the room to do that there unless you've got a big piece of property, which I did towards the end of when we moved out to Aqua Dulce and stuff like that. We always had 5 acres and stuff like that, but nothing undercover. But I could have built something. So.
There's one of the radio people, a couple of radio hosts here, bought $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, and just just as part of a prank on their show. A few years later, they went, "Oh, it's gone up in value. Oh, we've lost the password. We can't get into it." So
It
they've
took
got all
it
these
took me
Bitcoin they can't cash in.
it took me over 10 days to get my password, because I'd found out where it was, and found out my name on there, what my name was. But it took for them to verify everything and feel confident in sending me being able to change my password. Took almost took 10 days to get it. So they were really careful, but they did do it. You think it's going to drop? My wife said 37 by the end of July. Yeah, my wife said that she thinks it's going to still go up a little bit, but Um, I don't know what kind of what, how good her word is on that, but she's pretty good at stuff. She knows about money. That's one thing I'll give my Thai wife credit for. She knows about money. What was this? The guy who
Yeah,
bought the pizza for 10 Bitcoin. Uh, I didn't hear
yeah.
about that. Uh,
Expensive pizza now.
yeah, I bet. Yeah, and somebody that wasn't, I'm sure that there are people out there that were like me. They wanted to buy something on the internet, and somebody was taking Bitcoin, and they bought $40, and the thing that they cost only five Bitcoin, and they got 35 Bitcoin sitting somewhere, and 10, 20 years later, they look at it and go, oh my God. Because what was it at one time? 20, $30,000 a piece, right? I don't know. I don't follow it, but
Yeah,
it was a lot of money.
something stupid, but it's dropping.
Yeah. Let's see. He didn't mean 27. All right, I thought you thought that the bottom was going to fall out of the U.S. dollar. Mid 40s by August. So everybody thinks it's gonna keep going. I don't know. Hey Benja, how you doing? Glad you could come by
Hello,
on
Benja.
the chat. Uh, so how do you buy Bitcoin? Are there? I don't know. There probably is, Paul. I'm sure there's scams and everything, but this one, what I looked for was the biggest wallet or whatever the hell how you buy Bitcoin, and that's how I found mine. I'm going, well, I know me. I probably went to the first one that popped up that's been there for a while or whatever, and sure enough, that was the one that I had bought them from.
There's, in fact, there's only a fixed amount of Bitcoin, like 10,000 Bitcoin. There will be no more. That's why it costs so much.
Uh, God, I'm thirsty. Right now, Bitcoin 20,000. It was as high as 70,000. Wow, crazy,
That's a
crazy.
big drop if you bought high.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey Tony, how you doing? Hey Mama Bear. I didn't see. Oh, I didn't. You came in earlier, Tony. I didn't even see it. Good morning to you. Hopefully you're out. Do you doing your walk, or are you back already, or what? Um, yeah, my wife's right. Yeah, she usually is. Isn't that a bitch? I have to always. Yeah, you were right there. Yes, you were right there. She's a good one though, man. I got no complaints, as you know. If anybody watches the channel at all, I got a good one. All good day. Just got back. Cool. Tony's. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to Tony's channel. He's got a good channel, nice and uh, relaxed. He does a lot of live streams from his pool. He's got a nice place that he built with his wife, and I had the pleasure of meeting him when we went on the bike ride. Good man. So definitely. She's still at the market. Can't chat much. All right, Benja. Thanks for checking in. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about that stuff. Like I said, or the stock market. And I know a lot of people that are even now the stock market's supposed to be crap, but if you play the stock market for it to go bad, you can make money. So I don't know how any of it works. Friends of my cousin does that, and he's making money now by betting that the market's going to go down. I don't know how it works, but I don't know enough about it to put any of my money in it. So yes, it is a good channel, right, Gary? Thanks for putting that up, Jake. Appreciate it. Jake's always on top of stuff. Um, but yeah, so don't know enough about it. Not gonna waste. It'd be different if I was 40 years old, and maybe even when I first retired at 50, maybe I would have wanted to, dabble a little bit. But with the retirements I had and everything, I don't really need to. Am I on top of the world and got $1 million? No. can I live the rest of my life out comfortably? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can. I'm hoping anyway. But and I definitely know I don't have to work anymore. Um, ask her about what? XRP? Okay. Yes, the dollar is looking good. The pound not great. Yeah, and Brock said the Aussie dollar isn't great either, Tony. So I guess now why the U.S. dollar is, I'll never know. Out of all the, I mean, I'm almost embarrassed sometimes to say I'm from America, uh, but I don't know. It seems to get obviously it's getting stronger. Either that, well, the bot could be getting weaker too, which I'm sure is
Yeah,
happening. But
I think it's the
you
actual
think,
baht's getting weaker.
yeah, but you think it'd be more relevant. It'd be more linear. The Aussie would be stronger. So would the pound. So would everything else if it was the bot and that was just dropping. So the dollar must be doing something right. I don't know. Uh, there's Aussie. What did he say? 24.64. Um, I have some for my family's future. I'll check into that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not real big. Even every once in a while, my cousin will want me to, he'll give me a little, such and such. This was in the past. Not for me. Not for me.
Bangkok Bank showing the Aussie dollar at 23.68
Wow.
today at the moment.
What's it showing the U.S. at? Can you see that?
Yep, US dollar is 34.92, 35.27, 35.74 if you're using 150, $100 notes.
Oh, okay. Um, when the bot is not so strong and the UK sorts itself out, the pound. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Like I said, when I looked at it this morning, what Chase usually does, I use Chase in the States, and they give me one bot less. So when day before yesterday when I or yesterday when I transferred some money, or day before yesterday, anyway, it was um, 30, or this morning it was 35 point whatever it is too. So they give me one bot less, which I guess could be a considerable amount of money. But if I transfer over five, they don't do any. I don't know, 5,000. I don't know what it is, but it's simple for me to do, and they've never screwed it up. And I use Bangkok Bank, which they've never screwed it up either. Hey Raymond, how you doing? The interest rates are going up in the U.S. I think they have to, man. What were they at? 2% or something? I haven't followed the stuff there. When I was there and I was wanting real estate and stuff like that, I was more privy to what the interest rates were doing. But I knew it wasn't worth it. Where they give you 1% on your money in the bank, I'd rather keep it at home. Um, I use Wise. Yeah, a lot of people do. I said the story with them. I got an account with TravelWise then, and that other bank, I forget what it was, the one that gives you your money back if you use your card. Anyway, they both approved me, and then 2 weeks later they said, "Here's your $100 that you opened the account with. We're closing your account." Don't have a clue why. They never gave me an answer. Couldn't be that they just thought I was a bad person. I don't think. Maybe they could. uh, yeah, everybody that down low, everybody that I talk to think it's great. They're real fast. You get the money like instantly almost. And I know that there was a problem with you needed to check a box or something because if it got transferred in, if you're living here as an expat and you need to show your 65 or whatever thousand each month, they wouldn't give you credit for if you didn't click the little box saying, because Wise brings money from not necessarily your home country, so to you or something, and it screwed up that. But they've got that all figured out, and everybody that I know that has it, they love it. So definitely would be something to check into for sure. Are you thinking? Yeah, Charles Schwab. Thanks, Jake. But and I don't know why. I never pursued it. Like I want to know exactly why you. I just took my $200 or whatever it was and went on. I wasn't really worried about it. And Tony's saying I had a few issues to start, but all is good now. Wise doesn't cross boundaries. Yeah, I've heard that everything that the little problems that they did have are all worked out now. Yeah, Gary's saying they're great. Everybody that I know has said they're they're great. They're good. First person that I think that turned me on to that, why I did get it, was Mike's. Live my ass off. Um, what's Andy saying? I have to get some their money. I don't know. The dong? Is that right? I'll be a
Yeah.
millionaire. Their money's done. That's like when we used to go to Mexico. I mean, before they dropped all the zeros years and years ago. How much is that Coke? 250,000. Okay, before they drop some zeros. But yeah, you'll be a millionaire. That's for sure. Uh, things are like I'm not. Yeah, again, say too much about presidents. Without being in the United States anymore, and besides, I don't know, political stuff always seems to cause arguments and drama. So we don't tend to talk to them about them too much. But if I'm not there, I feel like I can't complain about stuff. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'd still bleed red, white, and blue, but I live in Thailand, so we'll see. But let's see. The Bangkok back app is really easy. Yeah. Um, did you ended up getting it on just your tourist visa, right, Download? Yeah, I got mine. They're great. I've had them for what 3.5 years and never had a problem. And I brought in a lot of money through their wire transfers and everything else, and not even one hiccup. So I'm not going to say that's for everybody. You might have a hiccup, but they're a good bank, I think. Pretty soon, everyone in the U.S. will be a millionaire. Hope I'm one of them. With their money going down, that could be. Uh, yes, it's easy to use. Yeah, I've never had any problem, and it's really weird. I've got it on both my phones, and each phone notifies me whenever that app is opened and somebody. Well, it's always me, but it's good to know if I all of a sudden something pops up on my phone saying you just used your app on blah blah blah, and I go no I didn't, and then I can jump on top of it real quick. But I've never had that problem, and it is really easy to use. Uh, hey Randy, what's up? How's the grandchild? Haven't seen you in a while. I'm sure you're busy having fun. Randy just had he's a grandpa now. Greetings of the greatest. Randy has good hair. Is that what you're saying? Everybody's saying hi to Randy. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, brother. How you doing? Looking forward to getting back. He
Hey, Randy.
real close to my stomping grounds where I grew up at. Yeah, I wish I did. I don't. No hair for me. Been a long time. I think I started losing in the late 30s.
I've still got hair.
Yeah, you do. Got more hair than I do. If I let mine grow. Top, forget about it. The back, as long as I wore a hat, looked like I had hair. The generator looked good, Dave. Be good to see. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think, Tony. I don't know. It's something I'm interested in now, and looking forward to doing. The kids are excited about going. My wife's actually excited about going, so I'll be able to do both. But I really want to do it on the Forza. I'd like to do it air conditioning, tent, generator, everything. So I'll probably end up getting a trailer. So if you know of any people that are making bike trailers, let me know for sure. Anybody out there that are making them specifically for scooters or whatever. I know they make all sorts of them. I could probably get it made cheaper than I could buy one and have somebody make
I'm
the
sure there's
chases
going
on
to
it.
be a fabricator near you that'll build one
That'll
that's
make me
half decent.
something. Yeah, if I take it over there and tell them what I want, I'm sure they'll say, "Yeah, I can do that." I don't think I've ever heard a Thai person say, "No, no, we can't do that." No, I'm kidding. But
Well, they do
yeah, it's a
they
good
do
idea.
say that, but they not if you're getting something made.
Yeah,
They can make anything.
yeah. All I've got to do is find a welder, fabricator of some kind. I'm sure I can.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. I hear that, Randy. I have a full head of hair. I wish I did. All right, I'm doing well. I've been busy working on the backyard, trying to make it nice, just in case any YouTubers want to broadcast. You bet. You bet. I would do that in a heartbeat. Hey, John, how you doing? Glad you could make it by. Yours don't make it all. Uh, it'd be fun. The places that make the which one? Selling scooters, sidecars will make you one. Okay, cool. I'll check into that. I think that's the way I'm going to go because I think it's, you know, is it all for content? No, not really. It's something I've been wanting to do. I've done it a couple of times in the U.S. and I follow a bunch of people on YouTube that are solo, either moto camping or car camping or tent camping or whatever, catch and cook stuff, and it interests me. Now I don't know if anybody. I was really excited that over 100 people watched it. I didn't think anybody was going to watch it, so it'll be interesting, and I'll know right away. I mean, if the people aren't interested in it, I'll probably still do it. I just won't. I just won't vlog it. That's all. Um, it says small fab shots. Don't know of any in Surin, but yeah, I'm sure all I got to do is just drive around and talk to a few people, like maybe at the big scooter shop that I had put on the side bags and all the electronics and stuff on the Forza. I bet you they'd know somebody. They're a good bunch of guys, and they're only right up the street. Andy's leaving. All right, Andy, take care.
See, Andy.
Yes, I have a bike touring and camping. It's big here in the kingdom. Yeah, I went on YouTube and there's a couple of guys doing it, Thai guys, doing it, um, but and just a couple I saw on there too. It was kind of cool. Some of the stuff's older, but I think it would be fun. And there's probably not any of them out there that are some white farang out in the middle of nowhere with a tent with an air conditioner in it and a refrigerator and glamping in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure there's not
Yeah.
many.
That
Fancy
there's very few of them are going to be carrying their own generator and air conditioning.
the yeah, exactly.
Pretty-
It'll be fun, I
Have you
think. I don't know. Like I said, when I do one, we'll find out. I'm kind of really curious on what everybody's opinion on this channel is going to be. Joe's got a
have you
question.
tried connecting your battery pack to the generator yet?
No, but I don't know. I have to run the air conditioner and then plug it in. Right now, I don't think it draws a lot. I want to say it's going to draw about 60 or 70 watts. So I don't know. I don't know if it'll kick it off. I don't know if not. But I have that 100 watt panel coming from China. It just crossed into Thailand, so it should be here in a couple of days. And I'll put it out. And as long as the sun's out, the only time that I would really need to hitch it up to the generator would be if there was no sun. But see, I could just use the generator to run anything else that I really want to run. It'll probably run the refrigerator. The refrigerator, when it kicks on, I bought a watt meter here too to plug in, and I haven't got that yet. But according to what it says, at 45 watts, it pulls when it's running on high, and I think 35 when it's running on econo. So depends on what it's going to be. But if I've got sunlight, which we do most of the time here in Thailand, um, as long as because it'll go 24 hours, more than 24 hours. I've got it testing right now. So all it needs to do is like 13 hours overnight during the dark, and then all day it's got the next day. As long as it'll charge it. Now you can, it's called in and out. charging or something, you can charge that battery and use it at the same time. So I'm
Yeah,
hoping that I can use it and the 100 amp or 100-watt panel will charge it. We'll see. So I'm going to run a test on that too. It'll be fun to see.
100-watt panel at 12 volts is 8 amps.
Yeah, I think it's 18 volts. I think I have to look and see what it puts out, but I guess 12 is all it's going to probably
Yeah, 12,
accept.
12 is the nominal voltage. Your panel will actually drop to 12 volts when you load it.
Yeah, and I was going to get a six. They're expensive. The panel was just as much money as that battery bank. Of course, like I said,
Yeah.
it doesn't even have a name on it. It's the cheapest one you can buy on Lasana. Hey Craig, how you doing? I watched which one did I watch? Bathroom Wall, where you were going to get out the cutting deal again, and I shut it off. I said I can't watch
Can't,
this.
can't watch
So
that. Yeah.
let's see. Where's KPP? Forgive me. And if you guys aren't subscribed to Uncle Craig, I think he's over. What are you? 275 or 250 subscribers now. So if you're not, I enjoy watching. By all means,
KPP is Campung
subscribe.
Pet.
Need a solar panel and a windmill. They actually make a windmill, so don't kid yourself. I've looked at it. They make a temporary one that goes together and you can take it with you. But the panel, I think it's going to be interesting. I think anyway. Like I said, if no one watches it, then I'll know that it wasn't that quite that flippin' interesting. But as long as I have fun doing it, I'll probably still do it. I just won't vlog it. Um, Off to the gym, all right, Gary. Do an extra hour for me because I probably won't make it. Uh,
Yeah, I've got to go to the gym this afternoon.
all right, John, take it. Have a good night. Um, get on it, Gary. Yeah, there you go. There's Tony. He's inspiration for a lot of people to get out and get up off your butts and do something. I saw a windmill the other day, in Udon Market. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that charge those. It's just interesting. I enjoy watching them. The kind I like to watch is the guy or the gal solo, the middle of nowhere, by a river, by a lake, catch and cook whatever trout, bass, whatever they catch. So in our case here, tilapia. Cooking it up and making side dishes and potatoes and bacon and eggs for breakfast and cooking and doing all that stuff. I enjoy watching it. So, like I said, I probably am subscribed to 20 of them, maybe more, 25. A lot of them out of Australia, uh, a lot of them out of the U.S., and a couple here in Thailand. My thanks, Dave. I'm not doing bad. No, you look great, man. I got to do something, so I'm going back. I'm probably going to go 5 days a week. I got to do something. Yeah, the Rambo channel. It's amazing, man. I was really amazed. Like I said, I've got that 1,000-watt Honda, and it was the best thing I ever bought, except when I bought my 2,000-watt Honda in the U.S. And it used to charge my batteries and everything when I would go down to the beach and dry camp. Charge my batteries in my 36-foot Southwind, and it was awesome. You couldn't even hear it. I was right by the water. The crashing waves were louder than the Honda, and it would run maybe about half speed or less on Econo all night long, and on point 0.8 gallons of gas, I think is what it held. It would run almost 8 hours, and then I made an extended deal for my 2,000 with a 5-gallon boat tank. I could get the thing to run for 2-3 days, and I did that for at home because we would have power outages occasionally. I think I actually did. I miss it, Uncle Craig. He's explained exactly where it is. But that was the last. Was that the last one, or did you put out another one, Craig? Was it the one with the The bathroom? Dave, you gotta get off the farm here. Catch your. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would definitely do that. And I am gonna make it that way, like I said. Especially maybe if I get this thing all set up on this camping deal. You got plenty of land. I can just come there and set up my tent in your yard. You keep the snakes and bugs away from me. But definitely will be getting your way. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. For generators in the U.S., I use Honda Gen. Yeah, I mean, that Honda, that it will just run and run and run and run, man. And the 2000, like I said, I still got there, and they call them extended run deals. You put another cap on them. I don't know if people are familiar with the Hondas, and this one here, you don't even have to have it above it. Okay, they have actual fuel pumps in them, and that little valve on the top that you turn on and off actually seals the gas tank. So when it's off, if you were to start it up, it would run for a little while, and then once it couldn't suck the gas out of there anymore, it would shut off. So all you've got to do is you get a cap with a barbed fitting in the top of it, and run it from a boat tank to there, and they could both be side by side, same level, and it'll pump that 5 gallons dry before it starts sucking that tank full of gas out of the generator, and it would run for a long time. And you don't have to fill. The biggest pain in the ass with the 1000, although at the beach it would run overnight, it would go off in the morning when I was ready to wake up anyway. So, but the biggest pain was filling the thing. It only had 0.8. I don't know what I want to say 1.2 or 1.5 on the 2000 watt Honda. But that extended run thing, just a cap. Put that cap on there. Yeah, I just used the regular boat hookup that went into the tank, the little clip deals, and the one on the other end I cut off, put it on there so I could pump the gas over to the tank, and you don't even really need to do that. And off and running for 2-3 days if you wanted to. I used to shut them off, give them a break.
You took away half the fun of filling it up, Dave. Nothing like
Yeah,
pouring petrol over a hot engine
yeah, exactly. And that's what
and then
that
starting
was.
it again.
Yeah, or trying to fill it up when it's running. That's even more fun. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Jake says he misses pancake. You don't have to get another dog for everybody, Brock.
No, won't be getting another dog.
What stores is
Yeah, we see Pancake occasionally whenever I go visit the daughter.
there you go. Decathlon is a great store for camping gear. It's online as well. I'll have to look that up. I don't know what that is. I bought everything that I've got. I bought off of Lasada. I'm like a Lasada, just like I was back home with Amazon. There was stuff that came almost every day. But I will check it out. That's for sure. All right, Tony. Take it easy.
Yeah,
Have a
Tony.
good day. Clean the pool. You too. Stay safe. Dave, take a look at the Chill Well portable AC. Just add ice and water in it, and top works good. Yeah, a lot of people were making them. If you look online, they were making them out of a 5 gallon, like, you know, Lowe's bucket, that had a top on it, two big PVC fittings in the side, and then they put a fan in the top of it, and they would fill it up with ice or whatever, and blow it across there. A lot of people used to throw, ice and stuff in the swamp coolers and stuff, which is kind of defeating the purpose. I mean, in reality, a swamp cooler won't work here. I mean, they work off of dry heat.
Oh, they won't work there, no.
No, anything that's got high humidity. Now in the desert, Phoenix, California, I mean, I was getting like 15, 16 degree TDs on water evaporation off of some of them, and some places we couldn't increase the humidity on what we were cooling, so what we ran a reverse evaps, so it had tubes that the water actually ran down and air blew through the tubes, and then the air for the space would blow across the tube, so it never increased humidity or anything, and you still got 10, 12 degrees. And the drier it was, the cooler it would get. And some people don't think that. They think, oh, we'll put ice in there. Well, you might as well just, I mean, it's defeating the purpose of the cooler. But it could work. The couple that I saw, they worked okay. The guy said he could sleep with it blowing on him.
The ones with ice and water, they're just blowing the air across the chilled
Yeah, the
water,
ice
and
cube,
so you
right.
get chilled air. That's all it is. Instead of using a compressor.
I stay in 5 stars where they normally have large. Yeah, I hear you. And that's usually my style too, but it I think it will be fun. Like I said, I might get out there and just be the most miserable time I've experienced here in Thailand, and everything that I bought I'll just use for camping when I go with the family, because that'll be okay. But if I've got an air conditioned tent and I'm set up the way that I want to be set up, I think I would be okay for a day or two. Hey Jay East, how you doing? Good morning to you or good evening to you. Uh, but we'll see. It works in my tent. Yeah, whatever works. Like I said, this little 5,000 BTU thing's amazing, man. Wait till you see it all set up. It's pretty cool. I think it is. I think it's cool. And then with the battery deal and the ice chest or refrigerator and the solar panels and everything, and being able to charge everything, keep everything up. I know the kids will be ecstatic because they can charge their phones and indefinitely off of, even if they're charging directly off the solar panel. There's 3 or 4 different ways to charge off the cable wise off of the solar panel that I bought. I think one of them's a Type C, one of them's a USB, the other one's an 8 millimeter plug, and that's what the battery thing takes. So we'll see. I'm kind of curious to see how long it's going to take from pretty much flat to being charged outside, and then how long it's going to take to actually run in the refrigerator, where it ends up at the end of a 12-hour period and runs all day in the sunshine. How long it takes to, if it even will top it off and make it through to the next day. So there'll be some
Are they
tests that I'll do.
lithium? Are they lithium batteries, Dave? In your
Lithium,
battery
yeah,
bank?
yeah,
It, it's not a good idea to flatten them totally.
yeah. I leave
You'll
about
kill. You'll
15% in them
Yeah. You
usually.
don't want to get much lower than that, otherwise you'll kill them.
Yeah, and I was just on somebody did a report on, or a deal on YouTube, saying their Jackery 240. Um, they'd had it for 2 years. They were doing a 2 year review, and they were perfectly honest. They said, we haven't paid any attention to the we've run it all the way down, all the way up. Everything that we've done everything wrong. And he said, and the couple said it still has good battery capacity, and it does well for them. They just like weekend 3 day campers.
Some of the better lithium battery packs have a low voltage cutout, so they'll actually disconnect themselves.
Did Traveler change his name or what happened? I thought Traveler was 4444. This is a different Traveler. I don't know. Hey Tim, how you doing? Let's see. At this point, I'm doing. Yeah, me too. I Like I said, as long as it's air conditioned, that's why I bought the cot, so I could sit down, because I can't get on my knees anymore. Uh, but we'll see. Let's see. What is Tim saying? How quiet is the universe? It's about the same. I want to say I'll look at the decimals on the Honda and against this one, but it's real close. Like I said, the using the GoPro and taking that video of it doesn't give it justice. It's way louder on the video than it is standing there. Put it that way. Oh, well, that was 20 years ago. Yeah, I enjoy hotels, but I don't know. Let's see. Have you considered a van conversion? Yeah, actually, I have. 12 volt. Some of them are pretty cool as far as the way that they outfit them. It's pretty interesting. A lot of the guys. I don't know if you guys knew Kevin, 30 in the Wake Up. He just went back to the U.S. He was big there, like 60, 70,000 subscribers, and he was a van guy, van life, and then he came here to Thailand and turned it into a travel channel type thing, and he had a real couple real nice vans. Hey, traveler, thanks for coming a member. Appreciate it. Did Chris got a bail? Everyone in the chat, great. All right, Chris, have a
See you,
good one.
Chris.
Can sleep off the ground and get out of the weather. Yeah, that would be the thing for me is the toilet and the shower. I mean, like I said, it would be nice to be able to camp next to the ocean, next to a lake, next to a river, someplace that I could actually jump in and semi cool down would be nice. Traveler 2222. All travelers welcome. Um, Nothing beats Jacob. Yeah, I had motorhomes and
Oh yeah.
stuff. The first one that I had was a 30-foot Prowler. I want to say it was just right around 2000. It had a full big slide on it, and I enjoyed that. I pulled that with a diesel truck that I had, Dodge, and then I got a motorhome, Southwind, and I've had motorhomes all along, and I really enjoyed them. We had a good time. The plan was before my wife decided to die on me, was to stay in the states during the summertime type stuff, have a big um, diesel pusher, travel for 4, 5, 6 months, and then pick a place to go, whether it be Thailand or Panama or Costa Rica or Laos or whatever, and do that for 6 months. If we found a place that we wanted to spend, then we would go back there the next year and then travel around the country. That was the original plan, but life has a way of pulling all that stuff out from underneath you. That
Not
was my
mine.
cousin. That was me. Let's see, what did I miss? Um, but I did. I liked camping that way. That was the closest thing to camping. I didn't have to get on the ground. Had air conditioning, had satellite dish, had big screen TV, so it was different. I'll set up a tree roof. All right, cool. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I'll come. I'm gonna come your way. Let's see, who left? Hey, traveler, thank you. I don't know what happened, but yesterday all the channels that I subscribed to vanished. My YouTube name was also changed. Yeah, I thought it was 4444. I just rejoined. All right. It doesn't like you. Well, we do. Thanks, I appreciate it, traveler. Uh, and my cousin Rich, too. He's probably calling him back. Can you guys hear the boom boom music? I
No.
hear it. Can't hear it? Boom boom boom. It's in my. It sounds awful close. I don't have neighbors. Yeah, that or they're playing it awfully loud. So anyway, go to yeah. I don't know why they would do that, and you can never get an answer out of YouTube. They won't answer you. I'll say I don't know. Thank you, but we appreciate you giving us money. Um, Barely hear it. Yeah, I can hear it in my ears. But I don't know what it is. I don't, somebody's somebody's celebrating something. I only got a huge amount of reviews removed from our map listing as well yesterday. Really? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what YouTube's doing. They did post something apologizing for something. What it was, I don't remember. I can. I thought it was my neighbors here. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. It's usually pretty quiet here. I can't complain. And my poor dog, uh, trying to figure out what we're going to do with her. Not much we can do it. First of all, Buddhists don't believe in killing anything. Me, I'm more of quality of life. I mean, I'll give her the year or whatever, but if we really have to. But I mean, she's sitting there. She can move her head and stuff, and you see her leg kind of twitch, you know. But and she's not in any pain. I can grab her and touch her and move her around, and we exercise her and all sorts of stuff. And she doesn't even whine, but she'll just bark for hours on end. Drive me crazy. But with my door shut, my mother-in-law stays up all night. I don't know how she does it. My meds aren't working. What meds? Sorry to hear that. What did you're saying your meds? I'm missing out on half this conversation. So that was a bad thing. Okay. Why aren't they working? Not good enough. Not good enough meds. My mother-in-law might. I didn't. They don't like giving away painkillers too much here in Thailand. My mother-in-law's been having problems with her shoulder. She's leaving today to go back to Bangkok. Over the past month, she's went all the way to Bangkok to a doctor there, all the way back here, and then goes to a doctor here and gets physical therapy. And her shoulder's really bothering her. And last night she said, asked my wife when she got home from work, "Will you take me to clinic or hospital or something?" When they got back, my wife said that they gave her morphine. I'm going, wow. Well, now it says Traveler 4444. I just went to Google and changed my name. Yeah, there you go. I've never heard of it happening, Traveler, so unless somebody else has. Muscle relaxers, okay. Yeah, nothing like being a, you know, the quality of life and stuff. With my wife that passed, I always said she was a 50-year-old woman in a 90-year-old woman's body. By 55 she had 2 hips replaced, 4 back surgeries, a total hysterectomy. Always a gallbladder or whatever. Everything. If it could go wrong with you, it would go wrong with her. And she was in pain most all of her life, and it had to be the worst thing in the world to be in pain continuously. I know I am with my knees, but it's been so long. I kind of, I don't know. I kind of live with it, but it does suck. Joe says he likes 2244 better. Uh, let's see. Yeah, use green medicine. Yeah, have you tried that, Loretta? It's legal medical's legal in New York now, isn't it? I think. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been there. Hell no, it's New York, the land of suffering. So they still haven't? They got to have medically let you use marijuana, don't they? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm trying to think when I was in Buffalo. That's been 4 years now, and I can't remember. Back then it wasn't legal, but I thought they did legalize medical there. Um, it's quite common in Thailand. Sola, Pakistan. That should not work, does they? Yeah. Thus we get the YouTuber trolls. Yeah, he gives me something. I don't take it very often, but it's like it's the lightest form of painkiller. But I haven't taken one in 2 months or something. Every once in a while, I'll go. I'm supposed to take one. I'll take 4 or something and become part of the couch for a little while. They do work when you bump them up. I forget the name of them though. Did she answer? Is it legal? Loretta, depends. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would definitely try it, even though I don't. I had a bad experience with it and didn't like the high anymore 40 years ago. But I would definitely try it for pain. Dr. Dave Tooney. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Randy, I did his uh, his heating system south of the boulevard. I don't know where he lives now, Ventura Boulevard. Uh, he was a really nice guy, but he had that same that voice was, and his wife was really nice. He had a big house south of the boulevard, but an older house. He probably bought it when he was at the height of his career. But really nice man. He probably passed now. I don't know. Somebody Google Barry White. Is he still alive? He's got to be getting up
Barry
there. If he,
White. Ooh.
uh, yeah, I mean, if you don't have to, I think it's probably a better way to go. I don't particularly like them either. I use muscle relaxers daily. I never used marijuana at my age. I'm considering, yeah, why not? And because you can just go down, especially in California, just get an edible. Just be real careful with your first dosages of it, and buy a brownie or a cookie, and cut it into at least four wedges, and just take it real slow. Might help you, man. Helps a lot of people. No, he died years ago or a year ago. I don't know. Giving you a hard time. Uh, I don't know, man. I think it's a wonder drug. I always have. I always will. In 2003. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he's been gone a while. Really a nice man. Uh, it was, yeah, 19 years ago. Wow. Ugh. Can't smoke it. Yeah, don't smoke, man. Use the edibles, Loretta. Definitely the
I don't.
edibles.
I
I
don't
wouldn't.
need muscle relaxants.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't tell anybody to smoke anything. But edibles, I would definitely try it, especially if you're dealing with pain or muscle, that kind of stuff. It might help, man. I would talk to your doctor, of course. The disclaimer, but always talk to your doctor whenever you're taking anything, even over the counter stuff. That's my recommendation. Yeah, I had friends that use it every night, and they were smoking it back then. One hit, boom, boom, and off to bed. The La La Land. They loved it. Yeah, first, last, he was everything. He was a good man. I really, he was a fair guy. A lot of the movie stars and stuff that I did back then or knew of, um, they had, people that took care of their money, and yeah, we can pay you, but it's going to be, what is that? We're going to pay you, but you have to go through this manager and that manager, and I told him about it when I was doing it. I said, it really isn't that much money. I don't rape you guys, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I'd like to get paid. He goes, no problem. I'll take care of you right out of the bat. I said, okay. So he was pretty cool. But a lot of them, you got to go through this manager, and this manager has to okay it, and this one you might not get your money. But most of those guys, they anticipate that. So if it's a $3,000 air conditioning job, they're getting charged $8,000 to anticipate that it's going to be 30 days, 45 days before you get your money. Yeah, he was smooth. That was the biggest thing back then. When you were listening to Barry White when you were with the gal, that you were on top of the world. Yeah, that's the way I was. That's why if I ever do try it again, Loretta, I'll try it in edibles and real small deals, and either be by myself or be around people that I know care about me, because I didn't like the paranoia. But maybe I'm thinking now that it's legal, maybe it won't make me paranoid. What's to get paranoid of? It's you're not going to get in any kind of trouble. So I don't know. It might be worth a try for the 5 minutes of paranoia. You might not get the paranoia. Maybe you get some relief. Uh,
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you.
yeah, but yeah, Aaron's got it too. If you start with a lower dosage, it might be the cannabinoids that are going to help you with whatever's happening in your body. So you might not need that high of a THC side of things. So I would start out very minute. Of course, talk to your doctor and say, I want to try this for pain and what's happening with me, and see what they say. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't like it at all, man. It was weird. It definitely made me not myself. I think I'm caught up with everything, right? That sounds like a what? An ultrasound? Um, that was me. Uh, yeah, it might be worth it, Loretta. And Tommy wants to know when your next house build. You got to be getting close, man. I think you said August, right? Was what you were shooting for, Tim? And now we're at what, the 7th of July already. Yeah, he's got to be getting close. I know they were starting to work on the pool. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. Um, it just makes me hungry. Yeah, that's what I need. Something to make me eat more. Right? I don't shove enough food in this pile. Uh, Update will be on Saturday. Yeah, I definitely talk with your doctor and definitely start out low dosage, but I would give it a shot, man. Anything, especially if you're not getting any relief. There's no reason to have to deal with any kind of that crap. There's too much stuff around to help you out, and I like natural stuff. I had a friend went to Cambodia with me. Had a happy pizza. It was paranoid all night long, up and down in the hotel hallways, knocking on the doors, talking. So, yeah, I imagine. I think a lot of it in my mind back in the day was paranoia of police, and getting arrested and going to jail. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore. So I don't know how it would affect me. When it becomes completely legal, I might try it again. Can't hurt, right?
In
I'm not a
America
big
these
drinker.
days, you'd be paranoid because your policeman's going to shoot you because the brake light's out.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, August will be definitely done. Pool may be a little later due to all the rain. Yeah, cool. That's awesome. I bet you. I know I'm waiting for you to get in there. I haven't went online and raced in 4 days. So I know today or Tuesday they changed everything, the tracks and stuff. I haven't even looked and seen what they have, but I'm waiting so that you could educate me on running around the track on that game. Let's see. Next morning it was outside the door. Walked out. Yeah, I think that's what I'd have to check it out. Not that I need something. For years and years and years when I was younger, I thought I needed to get drunk or do cocaine or do speed or do something to have a good time. Like you can't have a good time unless you're drinking. And later on in life, I found out that isn't necessarily true. I can have a better time, not. And if anybody had saw me intoxicated, you would agree that I have a better time when I'm not intoxicated. I can still drink, luckily. Like I said, I'm lucky. Green grass. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, the stuff that was grown. It's been 7 years since I grew, but for years and years and years, even back in the day, uh, the stuff was just unbelievable. The almost 30% THC, um, unbelievable. And the kids nowadays, it's like, well, that isn't good enough. I want it concentrated. So they strip the buds and make their hashes or their finger hash or their uh, any kind of stuff that they use to make it stronger. And then, oh, okay, now once they smoke that, they don't even want the high 20s 30% THC weed. they're spoiled. They want the best stuff possible, and a lot of them, when they use to strip them, they use butane, which is illegal to do. There's other ways to strip it with CO2 and all this kind of stuff, but the kids that do it for themselves or whatever, it's easier for them to just get the little bottles of butane and strip it all out and then put it under a vacuum and they make this. It's. I saw one guy take a hit on a bong with a little piece in there and fell completely back and the bong broke and everything and he was out for 20 minutes. So you know, eh, and then and was happy to do that because that's what he wanted from then on out. That's all he wanted to smoke. Doobie days. Camping gear. Yeah, exactly. Camping channel. Uh, question, Joe and Dr. Doobie, can you what tell us? Well, the only the hash that I seen what they called finger hash was when you're trimming the flower, you wear rubber gloves and they would roll that in the balls and keep it on the table, and the balls, of course, would get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they kept all that, the trimmers, and that's what they smoked, and they called it finger hash. The regular hash is just a concentrate, is all it is. I was babysitting my two friends that evening. One guy loved it, the other was paranoid. Like I said, that I started to get in a lot of trouble, and I think I said this before. It was if I went to a party with Brock, Brock was my best friend, and Brock's best friend or a good friend that I'd never met before, we all went to the party. I would start in on him and say, "Hey, what are you looking at? You looking at me?" Giving him a bunch of shit. Now this is Brock's best friend, and Brock is my friend, and caused nothing but tension and everything. And when I went to the doctors and the head people, and they said, "Do you drink?" "Yeah, you bet I do." "Do you smoke dope?" "Well, yeah, I do." "Okay, well, stop one or the other." And I ended up stopping the weed and drank, and I was fine. Or actually, the paranoia of that part of it, I was still an ass, but I didn't go after other people, and so I stopped smoking. Then I found out that just drinking got me in a bunch of crap too, and I stopped that too. And I bet you it's been over 20 years since I've been intoxicated, and even before that, 10 years prior to that, I probably had calmed down to maybe 4 or 5 times a year being intoxicated. So it's been a long time. Ice water to make it. Yeah, I never. The kids, I liked growing the plant. What they did with it afterwards, or what the dispensaries did with it, was I didn't care. It wasn't my. It was. I didn't enjoy doing that. Making concentrates and stuff. I enjoyed some of the stuff that we would make the out of the trimmings and stuff. We'd make butter and that kind of stuff, and then make brownies and stuff. But I never took them. But I used to the kids used to take them and eat them. They wanted to get high, but they'd give them to their friends or sell them or whatever they did. That was one of their perks. If you're looking at me. Yeah, don't order a pizza with everything on it. That was, yeah. So I don't know my life, and I still have fun. I can go out and I can if meet everybody in a bar and say hello and drink one or two beers, or Mexican food. That's my big thing. Have two margaritas. I'm on top of the world, and then I stop and I'll drink Coke, and I still have a good time. So the people that say that they can't have a good time unless they're intoxicated, as far as I'm concerned, is a bunch of crap. What are we on? Almost 2 hours. I think I'll go 2 hours today. It's 10 minutes till. That way I'll get some actual stuff done. Like I said, I was really surprised with as many people that watched that video. It might not have been. Most of them might not have been from here. I don't know, but I know the majority was. They left comments and stuff. So we'll see on the next one what it does, and maybe there's other people in the community here or wherever that would enjoy seeing that kind of stuff. Like I said, when I looked up the Rambo or Rambo uh, on YouTube, I didn't see any of them. Some of the bigger ones, there was a couple of those, but none of the 800 watt or whatever. And I think it's 800 watt 950, but they call it 1,000 watt. I don't know. It's supposed to be sine wave too. Is that how you say it? Sine wave. Um, but I don't know that for sure. It said it on the other ones. It didn't say it on this one. But I know they're all made at the same place. Oh, it's just saying.
Yep. I actually looked up your Rambo thing, and I could find absolutely nothing on it.
Yeah, I think when I put it in some way, when I put it in there, they make them different sizes, and I think that I saw one maybe here in Thailand. Uh, but yeah, there wasn't many, so maybe people will look at it just because it's a generator from Thailand that they haven't seen. First time smokers are fun to mess with. What is that? That's probably what happened to me. Grow me sometimes that will make me sleep. Lately, not sleep. Yeah, like I said, the stuff that it was my understanding and the way that I made weed that was made for slip. When you put for sleep, when you put your loop on the trichomes, when you harvest it, it's usually around 50-50 clear and amber colored is when you want it is the highest THC. If you let it go past that and let them go all amber, maybe let them go another week or so and harvest it, it turns into a more of a sleep-induced type weed, and that's what I used to do for people. I would grow. I remember being in Block M in Jakarta on Thursday nights. Everyone had their shades on and drinking water. Had a large beer. Yeah. Traveler 444. See, I watched, but I didn't leave a comment. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I watched your generator con video. I did not comment though, just thumbs up. I appreciate it, guys. Like I said, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. If I enjoy doing it and still want to do vlogs on it, and no one's here is interested in it, I might maybe start another, like you say, a camping thing, so it doesn't interfere with anything that goes on here. But I don't think it would anyway, because it's mostly going to be videos. It's not going to be. This will never change, the live streams and Gotta Love Thailand. But and all the other stuff's going to be on videos. So if you don't want to watch it, you just don't watch it. Let's see. I asked the waitress what were they drinking. She brought me a little pink pill, MDMA. Uh, excuse me. In the 70s, used to wear shades in the tavern and say the sun never sets when you're cool. Yeah, exactly right. And you got them on in your picture. I see shades there. W took up Dippers and had to help with that. There's a concentrate that you can add just a drop or two to a drink. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to do it. I don't sleep with the crap either. Never have. But mine's from apnea and a bunch of other stuff. Mine's not from normal. But I'm willing to try it. I mean, I'm willing to take an edible before I go to sleep and check it out. Hey, Maui, how you doing? And check it out, because if it works, that'd be awesome. And Tim's thanking Aaron for that. Let's see. I think I'm caught up.
Yep.
And I'm going to go 5 more minutes, everybody, and then I'm going to end the live.
Yeah,
Doing
probably
great.
should
Good
get
to
up
hear.
and do something.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that video, I think. And I do want to get that. Bobby's probably not in the chat anymore, but I want to get that. I'm going to do that in 2 parts. The ride up to the elephant world, and then I'll do another video on the watching their show there. But I think I'm going to I think I'm going to end the video or the live stream. All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for watching. All the new subscribers, all the people that have now decided that they comment. I'm glad that you did. The more, the merrier. We'll have a bunch of fun. I think that you'll enjoy it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I've said before, it doesn't cost anything. I know when I was doing it, I didn't know, does it cost to do this, and only to become a member, and then it's 99 cents. But you don't need to do that. But subscribe, it's free, and it helps out the channel and the people that are on it. But I really appreciate everybody. All the new subscribers, all the subscribers that I do have, which are great people. You'll have a bunch of fun here, and I will catch you all on the next one.